Our film begins in London, with a little girl named Joy playing in her room, climbing around because she loves it so much. But suddenly, Joy hears her parents beating her brother Michael downstairs, something that seems to happen often. Joy feels really upset because they're hitting him for no reason, so she leaves her room and sits by the window to stay away from the noise. Then the story jumps 20 years later. Joy wakes up in shock to the sound of her alarm. She's late for work, so she runs to the kitchen, trying to grab something before she gets fired. Just as she's about to leave, she gets a call from the director of the care home where her brother Michael lives. The director tells her to come immediately. Michael has caused serious trouble. Joy rushes there, and when the director sees her, she explains that Michael messed everything up again, and they've decided to expel him. Joy gets angry, insisting her brother would never do that, but the director calms her down and says Michael hacked the institution's system for the 7th time and accessed highly confidential information. Joy is shocked, but the director tells her they won't report him. Still, they have no choice but to kick him out. Not knowing what to say, Joy takes her brother and leaves. Then, her boss at work, named Diacro, calls to yell at her for being late and tells her she's fired. Joy begs him to give her another chance, explaining she's having a family emergency. Diacro reluctantly agrees to give her 10 minutes to get to the company, or she's done for good. Joy starts running through the streets like crazy, but things get worse. Her motorbike won't start. Now she has no choice but to run after the bus that will take her to work. Then she gets another message from Diacro, only 5 minutes left, or she's out. Meanwhile, Michael panics because his phone is dying. Joy hugs him and promises they'll go home soon. After struggling, Joy finally reaches the company and asks the security guard, Big Ron, to watch Michael until she finishes work. She rushes into the elevator at the last second, worried sick that she'll lose her job. Inside, we see the company's executives, Jeffrey and his brother Gerald, talking about the big charity event happening that night. When Joy reaches Diacro, he tells her she'll have to work overtime because of her lateness and needs to finish a lot before the event starts. Joy reluctantly heads to her station, cleaning the skyscraper windows using suspended platforms. She meets her coworker Noah, who lightens her mood. Meanwhile, Big Ron brings Michael a coffee, but when he steps away to stop someone who parked illegally, Michael sneaks into the building unnoticed. Jeffrey and Gerald prepare for their press conference, explaining that their company focuses on clean energy and that their mission is to improve human life. Joy continues working with Noah, asking him to clean the 51st floor bathroom, but he refuses, saying it's her job. He gives her a candy instead, joking that they're like ants chasing a piece of sugar. Then Diacro calls, shouting at them for being behind schedule. Joy pretends to ignore him, but it's clear she's close to getting fired. Later, the party begins, with many important guests from the energy sector arriving. Joy finally finishes her shift, and while cleaning one last window, she spots some kids playing together. Smiling wistfully, she wishes her childhood had been like that. Suddenly, she sees Michael standing in front of her. She yells at him to go back because he shouldn't be there. Michael gets upset, accusing her of leaving him alone, and the two start arguing in front of everyone until Michael storms off. Joy then encounters Diacro again, who orders her to keep working overtime. She pleads to leave because she's had a terrible day, but he refuses and forces her back on the platform to keep cleaning. Joy wants to strangle him but continues her work reluctantly. Meanwhile, a group of masked intruders enters the event. As Jeffrey prepares to give his speech, Joy keeps begging Diacro to let her go, but before he can answer, the masked group bursts in, killing him and everyone with him. We discover they're a terrorist organization. They seize control of the entire building. During Jeffrey's speech, their leader appears and detonates gas bombs, knocking out everyone in the hall. Joy sees the gas spreading and people collapsing around her. She tries to climb higher on the platform to see what's happening but fails. Michael, seeing the gas, panics and locks himself in a room. The terrorists revive the key guests, tie them up, and pull out hidden weapons. But then they realize Gerald, the company co-owner, is missing. They ask Jeffrey where he is. When he refuses, they break his fingers until he gives up his brother's location. Meanwhile, Joy keeps trying to climb the rope to reach the roof. Inside, a masked man enters Gerald's office and gives him oxygen to wake him up. Once Gerald regains consciousness, the man lifts him onto a stretcher to deliver him to the terrorist leader, Papa. Gerald, now awake, spots Joy outside the window, trying to climb. He attempts to warn her, but then we discover a shocking twist. Noah, Joy's co-worker, is actually one of the terrorists. We see him taking Gerald away, while Joy is left speechless, realizing her friend has been part of this all along. Joy tries shouting for help to anyone on the street below, but no one can hear her, she's way too high up. Then she gets an idea, she'll try to manually operate the scaffold to lift herself. But that fails too, so she decides to climb down the rope, hoping to find some way out. Meanwhile, Noah rides the elevator down with Gerald, taking him to the terrorist leader, Marcus. Marcus tells Noah that they need everything to happen quietly, without chaos. He then begins broadcasting live footage to the world, revealing the truth about the company's corruption. We learn that the company has been dumping toxic waste into the ocean, which caused a deadly virus outbreak that killed countless people. The only witness who could expose them was murdered, made to look like an accident, so no one would suspect foul play. Jeffrey denies everything, insisting they'll never prove it, but Marcus just laughs, telling him that he'll make them confess publicly to all their crimes, so justice can finally be served. Before Marcus can continue, Noah suddenly attacks Jeffrey, shoving a broken glass bottle into his mouth to kill him. Marcus tries to stop him, but it's too late, and Jeffrey dies brutally. Joy witnesses the whole thing from outside and is horrified. She quickly climbs up the rope to stay out of sight before they see her. She searches the scaffold for anything useful and finds a bottle of fuel. She uses it to write an SOS message on the window and sets it on fire, hoping someone will see it and send help. Inside, Marcus corners Noah, furious with him. He shouts that they weren't supposed to kill anyone. Their mission was just to get confessions, not start a massacre. Suddenly, one of the terrorists runs in, saying a fire message was spotted outside and the police now know about them. Marcus orders her to release a statement claiming they're holding hostages, trying to control the situation. Meanwhile, Gerald uses the distraction to attempt an escape, but Marcus notices and orders his men to capture him immediately. At that same moment, Noah reaches the scaffold where Joy is hiding. He knows she's behind the SOS signal. He warns her to stay out of it or he'll kill her. When she refuses, he tells his partner Zio to raise the platform to stop her from escaping. Desperate, Joy uses a screwdriver to jam the controls, halting the lift, but it puts her life in even more danger. Meanwhile, Gerald makes it to his office and tries to call the police, but Marcus bursts in, punches him hard, and mocks him for thinking he could escape. Then Noah arrives, pointing a gun at Gerald, intent on killing him. Marcus tries to stop him, saying this will destroy everything they've worked for. But Noah doesn't care. His face is full of rage. Suddenly, he shoots Marcus, declaring that now he's in charge. He starts a video call with the rest of the group, asking if they'll follow him or stand in his way. Anyone who refuses is shot on the spot. After killing Marcus, Noah throws his body out the window, and horrifyingly, it lands on Joy's scaffold below. The situation goes from bad to worse. Noah shoots Gerald in the leg and drags him back to the event hall. Zio asks him what the plan is now that he's the new leader. Noah replies that they'll force the company executives to confess everything to the world and expose their crimes. Back on the scaffold, Joy sees a gun beside Marcus's body. She tries to grab it, but the platform shakes violently. She nearly falls, but manages to reach it at the last second, just as Noah appears, aiming his weapon at her. He threatens to kill her if she interferes. Joy tries to reason with him, saying his actions will only hurt innocent workers who'll lose their jobs because of this. Noah just laughs and tells her, "We'll see about that, after I kill your brother Michael." Joy is shocked, insisting Michael isn't in the building, but Noah knows she's lying. He orders his men to search every floor until they find him. Meanwhile, Zio is recording the confessions of high-profile officials, including the Minister of Energy, who admits she took bribes to fund hazardous projects. Outside, police cars surround the building. An FBI investigator named Claire arrives with her partner, Raccoon. He tells her that the main suspect is a woman named Joy, a former soldier who once attacked a fellow officer and resigned. Claire orders the special forces not to act without her command. The commander is confused. Joy seems like an easy target, but Claire tells him something doesn't add up. No real terrorist would send out a distress signal for the whole world to see. Meanwhile, Joy tries to grab Marcus's phone from his body to call the police. The scaffold shakes violently again, and the body slips. She barely saves herself from falling. She dials emergency services, and the call is transferred directly to Claire. Claire speaks calmly, trying to get Joy to explain what's happening. Joy, panicked, yells that her brother is trapped inside, that there's a terrorist group holding hostages, and their leader's name is Noah. Claire assures her they'll rescue her and her brother, then begins running a background check on Noah, but they find nothing. That's because Noah has been using a fake identity under the name Lucas. It's revealed that he was connected to Marcus, the leader of the Earth Revolution movement, whose mission was to expose the corruption and environmental crimes of major corporations. It's broadcast on every news screen in the city, showing Noah as a murderer. This shocks Zio deeply, since she's now involved with him. The surprise comes when, after getting confessions from several important figures, Noah straps explosive belts onto them and controls them with an advanced pulse device, and if he dies, all the belts will explode within seconds. Claire then decides to contact him personally to learn his demands for releasing the hostages. But Noah tells her that every one of the kidnapped figures must pay for their crimes. In short, there will be no negotiations. Claire tries to reason with him, but he completely refuses. While they're talking, Noah notices police forces trying to storm the building. He warns Claire that if they get any closer, he'll kill them. Claire orders the team to fall back immediately, but they hesitate, and Noah detonates a police car in front of the building, killing them all. Claire is horrified and furious at the head of the operation because she had ordered no one to move without her permission. Soon after, Joy calls Claire, asking about the explosion. Claire explains that Noah has wired the hostages with explosives and is preventing any entry or negotiation. Joy decides to help, bringing back her old Showtime days. Claire sends a bomb to the location she's in, so Joy can use it as a diversion to enter the building. Joy moves swiftly thanks to her climbing skills, and the bomb explodes beneath the platform she was standing on, making her fall dramatically in front of everyone. The news reports it immediately, claiming that Joy, the terrorist, died in the explosion. But it's actually a cover-up planned by Claire to give Joy a chance to infiltrate the building undetected. Meanwhile, Noah continues recording the rest of the confessions to broadcast them worldwide and expose all the guilty figures. Claire receives a call from Joy, who asks her to order the sniper to shoot at the glass window so she can break in. Claire complies, but the glass is too strong, until suddenly, Michael appears, smashes the glass, and pulls Joy inside. Joy is shocked to see her brother alive. She thought he'd been killed. They hug emotionally. Claire calls Noah again to tell him the hostages are waking up from the sedatives and that he must start negotiating. But Noah insists they'll all leave the building in the cars she'll provide, and that he'll release the hostages only after exposing them all, his own way. Claire ends the call and urgently tells Joy there's no time left. She must move fast before they kill her. When Noah discovers Joy is still alive, he orders his men to hunt her down. Joy decides to reach the control center to retrieve the recordings Noah made and try to save the hostages. Armed gang members chase them, so Joy and Michael hide. Joy sets up a trap, attacking one of them with all her strength, but another aims his gun at her, until Michael intervenes at the last moment. Joy grabs a pistol and shoots the gang members, killing them all. Suddenly, one female member ambushes her, and a brutal fight breaks out. The woman's face is burned when Joy shoots at nearby gas pipes. They keep fighting viciously. The woman reaches for her gun to finish Joy, but Michael throws a grenade that blasts her out of the building. Joy barely survives. The explosion alerts Noah. He suspects something is wrong. He orders Zio to broadcast the video he recorded. She plays it, only to discover he lied to everyone. He plans to kill all the hostages after exposing them, then kill himself and his entire gang. Zio is horrified and tries to escape, but her shadowy partner from the gang shoots her dead. Joy arrives, kills him, and tells Michael to hack the system and erase all the recordings immediately. Michael uses his skills to encrypt everything within minutes. Joy then calls Noah, taunting him that she destroyed his plan and made him look like a failure, a terrorist in front of the world. Noah is shocked and enraged. Joy contacts Claire again, asking her to take Michael and protect him from danger, while she sneaks into the main hall to save the hostages. Michael refuses to leave her, begging her to escape with him, but Joy promises she'll return soon and join him. After he leaves, she calls Noah again, revealing her location to distract him so Michael can escape. Noah and his men rush to her position to recover the recordings, but Joy uses her combat skills to outsmart and kill one of them. Meanwhile, police forces storm the building, kill the man guarding the hostages, and begin freeing them. Outside, Claire sees on the cameras that all the hostages are still wearing explosive belts. The only way to deactivate them is through Noah's wrist device. Inside, Joy uses another trick to kill a second gang member and continues searching for Noah. When she finally finds him, she tries to kill him, but he laughs and dares her to do it, reminding her that if he dies, all the hostages die too. Joy hesitates, and Noah attacks her with violent rage. She tries to defend herself, but he breaks her bones and points a gun at her, demanding the recordings. Joy escapes, grabs a metal bar, and breaks one of his limbs. They keep fighting. Noah tries to strangle her, but she shoves him toward a shattered window. He threatens to jump and take everyone with him, but Joy reveals she has already stolen his wrist controller. She kicks him, sending him flying out of the window to his death. In the end, Joy successfully saves all the hostages. Claire thanks her for everything and offers her a job on the team, telling her that the FBI insists she deliver the evidence personally. But Joy lies, claiming she destroyed it, then leaves to sit beside her brother Michael, both relieved to still be alive after everything. Later, we see them in a remote hideout, thinking about how to sell the hard drive they stole and finally live a rich, peaceful life together. And that is how the movie ends.